sports. It's in the game.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Today.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Mayfield on play action. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. At about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Being chased out left. Oh, Cooper with a nice grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now Wilson on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 43 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Mayfield. It's Myers again with another catch.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A quick throw there is incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Mayfield with it once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it with a third down coming up. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They go play action. Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Rolling to his right. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Here's a diving catch right side. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. Throwing is Wilson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Again, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mayfield to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And a route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mayfield on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different...
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 3rd down and very long. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And a route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Able to shake him off. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Wilson going to throw for it. He'll buy some time right.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No. Okay.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. First down, Mayfield. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. Now Mayfield. It gets it right back to Mayer. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this and they laid it on them in this game.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught left side, Myers with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing, Mayfield. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Jacobs from the gun. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Mayer here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. And he fields it cleanly. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And quickly they get to the line.
Well, they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Wilson.
That is caught and powering through at the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Greg Dulcich from 13 yards out. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Raiders heading out to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now McManus for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Open man right side, Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield on play action. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You get point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now You're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
today.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jackson, option right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now is a punter, Jordan Stout, and Marvin Mims deep for Denver. This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 49 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. That's taken in by Dulcich. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, 63 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. There he goes right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Jackson options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Mitchell now off the option. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing again here, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be taken at the 10. Fighting his way through contact. Still going. Now he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, spinning away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Got a man open. It's Sutton. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Broncos get there and take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Able to slither by. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Wilson on 1st down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. It's Wilson. Same connection. Dulcich once again. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 49 yards. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McManus's point after is good. Here in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And caught by Cooper for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl. Now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Broncos kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl birth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. They set up the screen to Chubb. No gain on the screen there in 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl. They have been dominant in this one.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson now. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. From the shotgun, he'll look, and Andrews lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now Wilson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He completes this to Sutton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do, because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Broncos are Super Bowl bound.
tonight.
Years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First and 10. Elam going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun. Elam going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Operating from the gun. Elam throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Elam. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Throwing on first down. Elam to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Elam, and that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Broncos take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Elam. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. Plenty of scoring here already. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate?
He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's still on his feet. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away.
If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Elam. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the gun on third down, Elam able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Eckler now between the tackles.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Elam. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
On third down, here's Eckler. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point from McManus is good. And it is 42-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw again. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play. And
yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
On first down, Elam going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Elam. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And it's taken in at the 9. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Broncos just continue to roll. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elam. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. buying time to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Elam. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Elam. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Elam. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. It got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense.
Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously, a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They go play action with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Again, Wilson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. With the football going back to the Vikings offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Looking to throw. Elam. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That kind of puts the ball on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Operating from the gun, Elam. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Back to throw. Elam
looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs.
tonight.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On third down, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On first down, it's Purdy. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it.
And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Thomas. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Jackson going to keep it running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 47 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Touchdown 49ers. Devontae Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
This will be fielded at the 17. A little juke. Escapes the defender. A great return there of 22 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray, 61 yards. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jackson on 1st down.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They go play action now. Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown. Danny Gray. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On the option right is Jackson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jackson running again. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 58 yards. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. Thomas. And able to get this out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. Taking it about the 16. Powers through. That's a 49-yard punt. 8, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still
a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
This has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Purdy. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Purdy will throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Moore gets set to take the field. Coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think... He's got a man complete. they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And it's caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jackson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.